Hello everybody, I'm here with Saf. We are going to be streaming cat! My cat gave me a weird look when I called her a cat. She does have a name. It is Zelda, but I call her Kit Kat. Or Kitten. Or just Cat most of the time. It's been so long. So, I have played this game, but it has been a hot minute since I have. Yeah. I haven't played this game since COVID. This was my last purchase. Right before the lockdown when I had to quit my job. And I played this game pretty much all day until I finished it. Like 12 hours a day. Yeah. What game is it? For Honor. I don't know what game that is.
I'm looking at the screen. That is what I'm looking at.
Okay. We're gonna do a new game. So, for those of you who don't know, Sarge, Saf, and I are all really big Ruby fans. And it's because of Ruby that Sarge and Saf kind of won't play the Persona games, which, you know what, that's not accurate. That's not accurate. That's not entirely accurate. It's more because of Rooster Teeth fucking everything up with the death battle. You won't play it because you guys hate Mitsuru.
No, we won't play it because I just get bored of the turn thing.
Okay, I thought Sarge said he wouldn't play it because of Mitsuru.
No, he won't play it because of the really toxic fan base that if you say something bad about Joker, you get crucified on the internet.
Strangely, I've never noticed that. I like Joker though.
Are you a big Joker fan?
Well, yeah.
Then that's why you haven't noticed it.
But I mean, I also don't. I have a rule for fan bases that I'm in that I tend to not stay too into the fan bases that I'm in, like interacting with other fans, unless they're direct friends of mine. Because I just don't. Every fan base can be toxic.
This story is a work of fiction.
That's just fact. Every fan base can be toxic. Every fan base has their toxic traits. I don't like toxicity in my life anymore. I try to stay as away from it as possible. So I just stay out of fan bases.
Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely coincidental. Only those who have agreed to the above.
Ichigo cosplayer from the convention that was pretty fucking toxic.
The contract has been sealed.
Oh yeah, maybe we should actually tell that story because that was kind of
The world is not as it should be.
So,
It's filled with distortion.
recently, we all went to a convention, and by recently I mean last year. It was a convention that goes on where we're from, in Ohio, one of the many that goes on in Ohio, and rounded OC and characters development and stuff, because I'm tired of reading fan fiction where the main character is just really one-dimensional and just doesn't have a personality. And, you know, I was kind of talking about some do's and don'ts with it, using one of my OCs, who my channel is named for, Rose Hitsugaya. And I was dressed as her for the convention. She's a Soul Reaper, so we were dressed as, you know, Bleach characters. And Sarge went as one of his Bleach OCs, who's actually my character's lieutenant for her squad, because Rose becomes the lieutenant, or the captain of Squad 13, and Sarge's character becomes her lieutenant, because I hate Rukia. And, you know, I was using... I could do an entire video on why I hate Rukia and how they fucked over Orihime. Although I am streaming until I was about to say I am streaming until I'm bored, so I can go into that in a minute. Toshiro is our god, and that is fact. And you'll just accept that. Toshiro is older by several hundred years, so pretty sure. How about this? How about they're both God? They just work together. Okay. I always love the casino. The casino scene is my favorite in Persona. But anyway, so that smart gets me every time. So, you know, we dressed as our characters for the whole convention, and we were hanging out in the dealer's room, and Sarge comes up to me and is with this Ichigo cosplayer and was like, hey, he wants to take pictures with all of the Bleach characters he can find. Is it okay if he takes a picture with us? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so we're sitting there, and he's like, and, you know, he's asking questions like, oh, who are you two dressed as? I don't recognize you, da da da. And we're like, oh, you know, we're dressed as ROCs. And he goes, that's cool. And literally, this is the conversation. Oh, cool, I don't recognize you guys. Who are you dressed as? Oh, we're dressed as ROCs. You know, I'm dressed as Rose Hitsugaya. She becomes Captain of Squad 13, and Sarge is dressed as Nakami. He becomes her lieutenant in Squad 13. And he goes, cool, couldn't beat Ichigo, though. Like, when did I say that she could? Right, and don't get me wrong, Ichigo my boy. He below Toshiro, but Ichigo my boy. But like, ooh, go ahead.
You should be able to get out that way.
Dude, can you even hear us?
Don't worry, I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker. Come on, run!
Also, he never asked any questions about my character, he just said, cool, they couldn't beat Ichigo though. And he actually seemed more offended that my character became a captain than Sarge's becoming a lieutenant, because he looked right at me and said, well, she couldn't beat Toshiro. Like, Toshiro couldn't beat Ichigo. Like, first of all, I mean, yeah. I mean, Depending on which Ichigo and Toshiro we're going for. If we're going for like the 1,000-Year Blood War ones, from what I've seen, now I haven't actually watched the anime, but I've read some of the chapters. Toshiro, my boy, my love, definitely got a huge glow up. He was definitely, that is not what I meant to do. He has definitely been able to, you know, to really come into his power. People saying that Rukia is a better ice wielder, Zanpakuto wielder than him, kind of pisses me off because she's not. She almost got killed by her own Zanpakuto, just saying. More than once, just saying. But, you know, they're both stupid powerful. Ichigo and Toshiro. If they were to actually fight, I'm pretty sure it would end in a draw. Because Ichigo, even with his, like, holification forms, and Toshiro with his god-tier Zanpakuto Bankai control, like, I am pretty sure that shit would end in a tie. For the record, I also have one for Ichigo, who, you know, if I was dressed as her, he probably would have said, well, she doesn't deserve him or some shit, because this dude, completely unprompted. Oh, that's cute. They got me surrounded. Piss off, little creatures. Oh, is this the part where... Oh, that's right, because this is different. Okay, so I've played both Persona and Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale to completion. So this scene is a lot different in Persona 5, just the regular one, because she's a new character. She was never in the original Persona 5. She was only in this one. And I forget who came and helped him out, or if he just beat their asses. It's been even longer since I played the original Persona 5. But either way, I'm really... Well, if you haven't played it, I'm not going to say that because it'll be a spoiler, so I'll keep my mouth shut about that. I have my thoughts on her. I'm pissed you can't play as her, and she can't actually join your team. But, so for someone that's outside of the fandom, I'm kind of curious, what the hell did people say if you try and say something bad about Joker? I'm just genuinely kind of curious. Mm-hmm.
You need to book it right now. Please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a phantom thief, right?
Joker's a high school student that got falsely arrested for a rape he didn't commit. And was for... Like, no, what I'm saying is he ain't got no knowledge. He a high school student that's trying to clear his name.
Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere. However, please don't forget the
It always is.
But like,
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, of course, because online they can be anonymous, so they don't have to worry about it coming back on them. They don't care. Oh, the animations of this game for like the cutscenes, absolutely gorgeous. It looks like they ripped it from the anime.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Sean was talking about a character that he rather liked. This wasn't a root character. Funnily enough,
Something wrong?
it was
The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
it was some
Over there.
person from
There's nowhere to run.
a medieval show that Sean watched. I don't remember her name. I am really sorry. But she's really well back.
See ya.
She's like, oh, you know, she's like really smart. She's like,
What a show off.
and he's like, that would make her like super dangerous. One dude's like, well, do you think she could be Joker? Now, before I say this, Sean didn't know who Sean was. But
Enemies here?
before he
What's wrong? Deep readings.
really
It
had
can't
put
be.
the game
What
on.
happened? An ambush? Joker, can you
So
handle
when
it?
he heard Joker,
Oh no!
Capture
Sean,
him.
like,
Let's go. Go, go, go. Get over there.
isn't that hard to take down, like one fireball do it. Because like with Joker, for instance, you don't know anything, obviously you don't know the character, you can't believe how strong you are, like, you know,
Suspect
it's
secure.
typical flatwork stuff.
Didn't expect to find some kid.
It's people like that is the exact reason why I don't do power scaling for characters that aren't from the same anime, and why I won't do debates of can character A from anime A beat character B from anime B. Like I won't, absolutely won't take part.
I find the logic that some people come to interesting, but I don't.
I don't find it interesting. I find it sad and desperate. Because the ones that make you want to rip your hair out are always sad and desperate, like the Saitama fanboys.
Wake him up.
They need to look at their own lore better. Saitama isn't even the best hero in his own fucking anime. He started at the bottom of the bitch tier
Still.
and is now at the bottom of the B team. And he started, like I said, at the bitch tier of the C team.
Co-op.
Like, his quote-unquote sidekick is ranked higher than him. Just saying.
I will say,
What about the camera?
that's not
Are
even
you thinking it can be
No.
used as video evidence?
the whole, it's a comedy, it's not really
So
about how
you're
it's
not
done.
Yui's back! Hi!
good. 'Cause we get to take as much time as we need.
I don't know who you is, but okay.
Oh, she jumped on in the last stream that I had.
Justice.
When I was playing Overwatch.
Inflammation, possession of weapons.
Sarge on it?
Mm-hmm.
Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. The thing that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. You seem to be enjoying every second of it.
It's good. How about yours? Let's see. So, with this stuff, I'm gonna go with normal. So,
You shouldn't.
for those of you who don't know, who's never played Persona 5 Royale, the whole game is actually taking part with the protagonist, whose persona is Joker, yes, telling the cops what he and the Phantom Thieves have been doing to cause these change of hearts. What, you know, and how they have been doing it. So the whole game is just like,
Don't expect to
you
walk
know.
out of here in one piece. We are
oh
going to
girl,
make
I've been
mistakes
there.
one
She said she's doing just fine. Overwatch 2, she hates Overwatch 2 because she lost 4 matches in a row because of sucky teammates. Girl, been there, done that. Name.
Connor.
A male name.
Devin.
We shall be named Devin. Now I need a last name. Sure, why not? And Devin.
This game is really bloody.
McKinley.
I mean, it's about a bunch of people in armor swinging big knives and swords and stones at each other, so that makes it seem like simply.
No. McKin. How the fuck do you spell McKinley? With a K or a C?
I don't know. Irish K?
Yeah, I actually have not played the new character. I'm just gonna go with C. C-I-N. McKinley. Sure, why not? Devin McKinley. Is that my name? Yeah, sure, why not? Joker.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
How do I describe Joker? Was that you that wrote I am? Yes.
Yeah, that's our throwaway.
Oh, cool.
I'm Nijima, Public Prosecutor's Office.
I don't. How do I describe Joker? Because I don't get.
He's a dashing rogue that goes through the night Robin Hood style.
I mean, technically speaking, he's not wrong.
What business do you have here?
He jumps into your soul and makes you a better person.
Just let me through. It's urgent.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer
No,
under jurisdiction.
just watch. You'll see.
I am
Besides,
fighting a dude that has a hammer with a stick.
Are you prosecutor Sai Nijima? I just got off the phone with your...
Hold on, guys. I need to change the sound settings real quick. There we go.
Director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I honestly feel really bad for the female lead detective. She's genuinely trying to do her job and be a good person, but because like the main antagonist of the series is this rich bitch motherfucker, he's trying to pay off lesser cops to get in the way because he's realizing what's happening. Spoiler alerts. But you could also kind of tell that just by watching because she's a detective.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
And they're clearly trying to get her to stop when someone was already arrested doing something perceivably illegal.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because
Before I
knew you'd
played
bring it
Persona,
up.
that would have been my conclusion too. Now that I have played Persona, I'd look at someone and go, do you mean Joker as in the creepy clown or Joker as in Persona.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This
I
is
really
my
do like
case.
Faye.
Good luck to you then.
Whee!
I won't be expecting
I will
much,
say, if you guys are considering between Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royale, I would go with Royale. There's more, like, side stuff to do in between cases. Like,
prosecutor,
I'm
I
the
forgot
type
to
of
mention
person,
something
whenever
important.
I've played this game, I've always done it one of two ways. I've always, because it gives you a time limit to complete the dungeon. I have always either done it like right at the beginning of the time limit and done as much as I can as fast
Your
as I
time will
can,
be cut short. We can't
and
permit you
then
to
use
talk
the
without
rest of the
law.
days to fuck around and like get to know the other characters, do side quests, stuff like that, or because I
Your
creepy
own
clown.
sake.
Okay, but is he not a creepy clown? Just saying.
His
Just
methods are
saying.
unknown, after all. We don't even know if it's safe to simply meet
Also,
and
everyone
speak
out
with
here be talking about Joker, and I talk about Joker too. But ain't nobody out here talking about how much of a
I understand.
badass Skull is. I'm sorry. He goes around and he beats your ass with a lead pipe. Because he doesn't need a gun. Just saying. He's one of the other
didn't expect to be
people
you.
that's a part of the team. So there's Skull, Joker, Fox, Oracle, and Panther. And I forget the cat's name off the top of my head.
You'll be answering my
But
questions
like
this
everyone
time.
talks about how Panther's so hot, and everyone talks about how Joker's so cool, but ain't nobody talking about how Skull is going around bashing
bastards.
people's skulls in with a lead pipe.
Can you hear me?
And how he's like
It
the
seems you've been
bad
through a
boy,
lot.
but he's actually like the sweetest person ever.
Almost anything can happen here, and I can't stop them. That's why I need you to answer me honestly. I don't have much time either. What was your objective? Why did you cause such a major incident? I didn't think it was a prank from the get-go, but I couldn't assemble a case for prosecution.
Oh, that's right, she's a lawyer?
It's because I couldn't figure out the method behind it.
Well, no, you couldn't. Of course you couldn't.
True. There's no way I could be convinced of such a world just by reading the reports. It seems you're coherent.
Yeah. After
When and
falling
where
out
did
of a
you find
fucking
out about
casino
that
window
world?
from the third fucking story, I'm
How is
pretty
it even
coherent.
possible to steal another's
And the
heart?
cops beating the piss out of me. I mean, look, there's bruise there, a bruise there, there's some handcuffs there. Actually, like I said, I don't know anything about the new Overwatch 2 character.
Now,
I
tell me
haven't
your account of
played.
everything.
I haven't played Overwatch in a while. Any good?
Start from the very beginning.
Yes and no. So her name is Venture, and she's like this excavation-based hero. She can dig underground and pop up. She has like
You are held captive.
So she's a more annoying Sombra.
no,
No,
because she can't mess with your ability.
but she can hide from you just the same.
No, because she has useless abilities.
A prisoner of fate to a future
Oh.
that has been sealed in advance.
Yes. So like it's like Reaper's Hell.
Oh, okay.
This is truly an
Cookie.
unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none.
I don't blame you for raging because all your teammates are shitty. I get it.
But if my
Been there.
voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you.
I like the lore behind Overwatch, and I'm really pissed that they're not doing PvE.
The key to victory lies within the memories of your bonds. The truth that you and your friends
They
grasp.
messed up the meta by having pay to win. All you gotta do is drop $20, buy Maui adjacent, and kick everyone's ass.
It all began that day, when the game was started half a year ago.
I just remember Sarge walking down the middle of the one map just using twin miniguns and going, this is definitely broken.
Yeah. And apparently the new character goes underground and be annoying with her drill. That sounds pretty broken too.
For the sake of your world's future, as well as your own.
Uh-oh.
You must remember.
Huey, I'm deeply sorry if you find me annoying. And unlike Sarge, I actually mean it when I say that.
Looks like I had started playing a new game a while back, because I've got now 4 saves with this save on here, so... Oops.
I don't know if Victor still...
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you
Until
for
Monday, I
joining us
think.
today. We will be arriving in Shibuya shortly.
Shibuya.
This is the last stop for this line. Please
I never
transfer
noticed
here
that...
for all subway lines.
I never noticed his lapel pin has the number 2 on
The
it.
doors to your left will open.
Please help!
So this is what happened. This is why he got arrested. This man was trying to attack that woman. She called out for help. He stepped in to help her, like put his hand on the guy's shoulder and like kind of pulled him away. He was drunk as fuck, so he stumbled, hit his head on the guardrail, threatened to sue, and pushed charges against him for assault. Why the girl didn't step forward and say it was in defense of her, I don't know, but I'm willing to bet that he paid her off because he's a rich bitch. Yeah. But anyway, as a result, he was put on probation. He couldn't stay at his school anymore, so he is staying with a friend of his parents at his cafe.
That's what's going on.
Tomorrow's task is soon.
We're going over a new character. How's that feel
What's that smoky shadow? Fiery shadow. Woo. Is it arson? No, it's arson. It's Persona. To be honest, Arson does remind me a lot of Reaper. He has the same energy. Hence, if you're ever confused about what to do, where to go next, the upper right corner of the screen will tell you where to go. So I just need to leave the subway station. Yui, are you playing as Are you playing Overwatch while listening? Is that why you're like, this new character is so broken? Rotating the camera. You know, one thing I really wish you could do in these kinds of games is if you've already played through the game to completion once, you should have the ability to opt out of all of like the tips and everything popping up and asking you, hey, here's how this works. No shit, I've played the game before. It's not really set up for playing it more than once. I promise I can steer him and not run him into a building. Maybe. What do you mean reloading a hammer? Does Reinhardt not have unlimited Oh, I was about to say, does Reinhardt not have unlimited swings anymore? Excuse the fuck out of me. I beg your finest pardon. I need to go this way. Doo-doo-doo. His house is over here.
Looks like no one's home. Oh yeah, Sakura-san's usually at his cafe around this time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Yui.
Well,
She said she hasn't gotten one win yet. Team up with staff is Echo. Dining bar. I didn't even know that this was here. I don't actually explore around this area too much. This dude, I remember this dude. I saw it on like one of those gaming news websites. That this dude had such beef with Lifeweaver, saying that he was broken. Like, I'm sorry, where is he broken? Lifeweaver isn't broke. Yeah, no, get this. He was saying that Lifeweaver was broken because he can pull allies away, and the little bubble keeps them from getting healed. If he jumps, he starts healing himself a bit more. Now, mind you, this was before everyone had self-healing, and that he could just make a flower and just go up in the air. And I'm like, first of all, while if he does jump to the side, it does start healing him, it doesn't heal him that fast. And while, yes, he can heal his allies because he is, spoiler alert, a healer, it's not on the same level as, say, Mercy, who can do a constant stream of healing. He has to charge that up. Also, his little let me pull you back isn't as powerful as this dude's assuming. He's like, yeah, if you're caught...
The citizens can...
Oh.
Yeah, this dude was going on about how, like, oh, well, you know, if you're caught in a bad position, you should die for it. You shouldn't be able to have an out by having a Lifeweaver yoink you back. And I'm like, okay. but that's Lifeweaver's shtick, is saving his allies. And he's like, yeah, and there's no counter to watching an enemy get pulled back by an ally Lifeweaver unless you put up a May wall. And I'm like, or kill the Lifeweaver. It's not that hard to do. He doesn't have that much health. Just saying.
Oh, right.
My dude got roasted in the comments for that post too, and it was fucking hilarious. And of course, his username was Doomfist. He was a Doomfist main. You mean?
I did say that was today.
Well, we'll be going now. The payment's on the table.
I found it one day when I was at work and I was on lunch and I sent you screenshots. You might have been playing the game and you read the screenshots, but I was at work when I found out about it.
This place
I
is
thought
at
it was
the
the
back
funniest
alley,
thing.
so there's no worries of a car crashing in here.
A what now?
There's been a string of those rampage accidents, you know. I just hope that none happen around here.
Yeah, Echo and Farah both kind of just click with you fighting style-wise.
Oh, 4 hours for just a single cup of joe. So, you're the guy.
I love the manager. So you're Devin. Yes.
I'm Sojiro Sakura. You'll be in my
You know what I
custody
should
for the
have done?
next
I should have just named him protagonist.
I was
Because
wondering
that's
what kind
because
of
he doesn't.
unruly kid would show up. But you're the one.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a name, so his pop figure just says protagonist.
Have you been told? A customer of mine and your parents know each other.
I think the fandom named him Akira.
Well, not that that matters.
Just kind of collectively.
This is your room. I'll at least give you sheets for your bed.
Interesting. At least give you sheets for your bed. Thank you.
You look like you want to say something.
Yeah, this room's kind of a mess and there's a lot of dust in it. I can see dust particles flying in the air, my dude, and I'm pretty sure that window's broken. I'll be nice. It's
on
a
you to
big
clean up
room.
the rest. I'll be leaving after I lock up each day. You'll be alone at night, but don't do anything stupid.
Did you say soldier or
I'll throw you out
sojourn?
if you cause any trouble.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if it was
Now
a sojourn either, to be fair. There was this one video I was watching. It was like objective callouts that you never hear. And it was what Widowmaker says when she's on the objective. And this dude was throwing shade. She's like, there's a call, and he goes, there's a call out you never hear. And it was just Widowmaker, you know, saying she's on the objective and, you know, everything. Yeah, and I was like, I mean, she's a sniper, so she wouldn't be on the front lines, but like the amount of shade that's being thrown. He clearly does not like Widowmaker.
On her. He got injured, then sued you, right? That's what you get for sticking your nose in a matter between two adults. You did injure him, yeah? And now that you've got a criminal record, you were expelled from your high school. The courts ordered you to transfer and move out here, which your parents also approved.
Maybe?
In other words, they got rid of you for being a pain in the ass.
Thank you,
Best to not talk
Sojiro.
about anything unnecessary. I am in the restaurant business, you know. Behave yourself for the year. If nothing happens, your probation will be lifted. Really now? Your sentence lasts until next spring, right? Cause any problems and you'll be sent straight to juvie. We'll be going to Shujin tomorrow.
Shujin Academy, the school you'll be attending.
Yeah, so essentially, because the other dude got hurt, I'm on probation for a year.
We'll introduce ourselves properly to the staff there.
I love how my options for answering when he told me that we were going to the school was Shujin and going where when I'm currently wearing the school uniform.
There's rarely a place to
clearly he knows what it is. That's just lazy game editing right there. Shujin, the academy, the high school of the outfit you're currently wearing, my boy. I'm going to quit Overwatch. Yeah, I get that. There's a reason I haven't played Overwatch in like 2 months. Is it not gonna let me clean yet? There we go, start cleaning. I was about to say, do I have to get the cat before it lets me start cleaning? I remember the cat's name, Morgana. That was the other member of the crew.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I heard you making all sorts of noise up here, but I didn't think you were cleaning. Actually, the place doesn't look too bad.
Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Why? Because you're gonna have to snipe with a rocket again?
No, it's only natural you'd want to keep your room tidy.
We're not saying that it's a close quarters weapon, but with the way that it fires, you shouldn't be able to snipe somebody from across the map!
Why don't you go to bed for tonight? You don't have anything better to be doing, right? I'm going to close up shop and get out of here myself. I won't be the one looking after you if you get sick from staying up too late. Got that?
Soljuro tries very hard to play the uncaring old man, but he cares a lot more than he likes to admit. He's just also trying to protect something that I'm not going to mention because, well, spoilers. I'm trying to remember. Is the Persona 5 show on Crunchyroll? Oh, now we get to... Excuse me. Now we get to see it happen in real time.
How dare you?
One thing I really like about no, mind you, I've never played any of the other Persona games except for Persona 5. But the thing that I really likes about it is that your actions really do affect the game. Like, what I do right here is going to affect, you know, stuff later on.
What a waste of time. You think you're worth causing me trouble? Call the police on my...
No!
Someone call the... Get in the car! Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this. What are you looking at? Get out! This ain't a show. You're lost, kid.
Why?
See? This is all because you're so damn slow.
Soldier is pain in the ass. Oh, there is... Persona 5 is on, Crunchyroll. Maybe after I get back from lunch tomorrow, I'll go watch that. No. I'm going out to lunch with a friend. That weird app ended back up on my phone somehow, and it's pulsating. Why? I only work 3 days a week.
And with your job, that's like work 4.
Yeah. It's worth more than that, but yeah. 15 more shifts, and then I have my transfer.
Nope, stop. Thank you, game, for undoing whatever that teleporting BS was.
Maybe... I don't know. I haven't actually watched the Persona 5 anime, so maybe it wasn't the fandom that named the protagonist Akira. Maybe it was the anime that did. Oops. I don't know. These girls. They are creepy weepy. So this is this whole ass dream. Literally the protagonist, Saf, if I'm not sure if you're watching, has an entire dream about being in a prison cell. And that turns out it's not in fact a dream.
So you've come to, inmate.
It's like
the you in reality is currently
mind
fast
being...
asleep. You are only experiencing this as a dream.
I mean,
you're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight.
Well, it's a dream, but his soul's actually there. Like the place exists.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. I am Igor, the master of this place. Remember it well.
Igor!
I summoned you to speak of important matters. It involves your life as well. Still, this is a surprise. The state of this room reflects the state of your own
Oh shoot,
heart.
I forgot
To think a prison would
Queen.
appear
She was
as
one of
such.
the teammates too.
You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you. I speak of the end to everything.
It's okay, so it's this whole ass game.
However, there is a means to oppose such a fate. You must be rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin. Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world? Allow me to observe the path of your rehabilitation. Pardon me for not introducing the others. To your right is Caroline.
Yeah.
To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Ha! Try and struggle as hard as you like. The duty of wardens is to protect inmates. We are also your collaborators. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion. Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again, eventually.
My concern is there is a bunch of other prison cells in this stream, so I wonder, like I said, I've never played the other Persona games. I wonder if maybe the other cells, like other characters from other games, were in it. But I think Persona 5 has been the most successful because it's the only one that got a remake with new cutscenes, a new character, and stuff like that, as well as it's got that little spin-off game, the Persona 5 Strikers. It was a continuation of this game.
Looks like you're up.
And had another game, I forget what it is. It came out recently.
Well then, let's go introduce ourselves properly to the staff about your transfer. The school you're attending
clean up
is
well,
in the Aoyama
Sojiro.
district. It'll take a while to get there by train. The transfers are a real hassle too. I'll drive you there, but just for today. Let's go. Men aren't usually allowed in. Do me a favor and behave yourself, all right? Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happens to you. Just don't cause me any trouble.
You don't care what happens
To
to you. That's a
reiterate,
lie,
just so we're
Sojiro.
clear, you will immediately be expelled if you cause any problems.
Sojiro, the guy the guardian that's looking after the main character, is like, don't get me wrong, I don't care what happens to you. Sojiro, yes you do. If you didn't care what happened to him, you wouldn't have offered the loft above your cafe for him to stay in. You wouldn't have offered to take him to the school. You wouldn't have offered to be his guardian in lieu of serving a probationary period in juvie. You care what happens. Don't sit there and lie.
Whatever you might have gotten away with in your hometown, those days are over. If you are thrown out from our school, there will be no place for you to go. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's fair. You should flip to my stream real quick and look at the principal. He looks like a potato. Oh, he looks like a potato.
This is the teacher in charge of your class.
She is so sweet.
I'm Sadayo Kawakami.
The fact that she's single bugs me and is one of the biggest oversights
Here's
of
your
Persona
student
5.
ID. Be sure to read the school rules. Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office. And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all. That is your promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
But really though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind if we get going?
I know that she seems kind of like a bitch right now, like, oh, why my class? But she's also a new student, or a new teacher that's going through some shit. So they just pawn the problem child off in her class, and she's kind of sick of it, which fair.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on him. Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
He looks like an angry Mr. Potato Head.
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious talk about the
Okay,
situation he's in.
Come to the faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
Cat!
Everyone's giving you the cold shoulder.
Tata, what you doing?
That's what having a criminal record does to you. Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. By the way, if you get expelled now, I won't hesitate to kick you out. Got it? School never changes, huh?
I have a feeling he went to the school.
We're going home.
What a troublesome situation.
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
Why in the world was someone like that admitted here?
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
I would have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
Oh God, the PE teacher is such a
certainly
fucking
true.
creep.
Be careful, okay?
Vine's not great in that game.
Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
Vine bothers me too.
I keep wishing that he'd just end
That's
up
why I'm
not
glad
coming
that
to school.
Tenya just went be gone. Thoughts during the the sports festival. Straight went not dealing with that shit.
Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself. We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true.
God, the PE teacher bothers me.
Why'd it have to be my class?
He's like the frickin'... He reminds me of all the fucking coaches.
Traffic's not moving at all.
But yeah, the PE teacher reminds me of all the coaches I had in high school where they're like, yay, our team is the best. Our team is bringing such notoriety to the school. It was the marching band.
You're taking the train starting tomorrow. So, how was it?
Most of the trophies in the school belong to
Think
the
you can
band.
manage?
Okay. You playing a bot match or against real people?
Do you even understand
That's
your situation?
fair. I don't like playing with the actual people in the game because they're not great.
Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll at a different one. It's not like... If that's what it was like at school, people might say stuff about me in the future, too. What a troublesome kid I've taken in. I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it. I've already been paid for it, too, after all.
And now, back to today's top stories. A subway train has derailed, severely affecting the timetable across all of...
Oh, another accident. So that's why it's so crowded.
No, my drink! Probably. I dropped my Snapple and my cat looked at me like the fuck. I'm not gonna throw it at you. And it's not your spray bottle for you doing bad stuff, so you're fine. Come on.
In fact, there was a real sad one just last month. It happened before you came here.
Oh wait, I can put this on auto.
If I remember right, the girl that passed away was only 15. Her parents have got to be just...
All traffic around Shibuya Station is being redirected due to the accident, so drivers should expect jam-packed streets.
Oh, come on.
The inbound train will soon be arriving at platform number 1. Please wait behind the yellow line.
I don't have a visual yet.
I don't have a visual yet. Oh fuck!
That was direct footage from the accident. According to the police, the engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye.
Oh no, you said you were playing All Might.
There's no way they can hide.
Now all I'm picturing... You said you were playing All Might. I asked if you were playing Mount Lady, but you said you was playing All Might. Now all I'm picturing is All Might, like, elbows to the side. Get out of my way! As he's running towards Toga, and Dobby just becomes an innocent bystander.
Such a drastic change so suddenly in these people. SNN has
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct? Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely fast train just came crashing in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna die. A noisy subway platform filled with people suddenly.
So, I kind of alluded to earlier in this stream about my hatred for
I want your opinion on something.
Rukia, so I suppose I could go into that.
Is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss
Before I
this over
preference
sushi,
this, I realized that that everybody is somebody's favorite.
Conveyor belt only.
That being said, if you like Rukia, just mute the video for the next 30 minutes or so.
There'd be that much traffic. What a waste of time. I wasn't able to open the cafe
She's a piece of
today.
shit. And I'm gonna tell you why. Now, I don't have a PowerPoint presentation on why she's a piece of shit like I have one for Endeavor.
Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved.
And I'm really considering one of these days posting that PowerPoint presentation with a voiceover of me doing the presentation of why Endeavor's a piece of shit.
There's no special limitations on what you do in particular, besides following the law, that is.
But
However, I'm obligated to report on you.
Because Endeavor definitely belongs in prison, not as one of the top heroes. But that's besides the point right now.
What's up? I'm about to leave right now. Don't worry. I'll be there in no
Oh,
time.
Zelda, you're a loaf. Are you
See you
cat
soon.
loafing? Oh, so
Well,
please.
I'm
Hi,
off.
kitty.
I'll lock the place up.
My cat's so cute.
Do whatever you want for the rest of the night. Oh, but
She's
don't
a little
mess up my
Siamese
store.
mix, and
If
she's
something
adorable.
goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops. You got school tomorrow. You better head off to bed, all right?
But anyway, so my beef with Rukia. Here's the thing. I give Rukia a pass for both seasons 1 and 2. In season 1, you know, sure, she gave half of her powers to Ichigo. She then, the Gi guy that she was in was actually a host for the Jewel that Hat Clogs, whose name I am completely forgetting off the top of my head, his actual name, I'm forgetting his name. It's not Shunsui. No, it's not Unohana. Why am I blanking on his name? Anyway. He had the... Where the fuck's the phone? There it is.
Hey, it's me.
He had the,
Shh, have you forgotten my voice already? It's Sakura. Anyway, I close up shop.
you know, he had that jewel hidden in the Gi guy, which stopped her from, recovering her spiritual pressure. So I won't I'll give her a pass for season 1. I'll give her a pass for season 2 because she was in prison for all of season 2. Beyond that, she doesn't get a pass.
I doubt any customers are gonna come now. Even I have to say,
She's like,
it's a personal policy of mine. I'm glad you actually. Anyway, I'll leave the shop.
she's like, you know, goes into this fight. She says, I'm a badass. I can do this fight. It's okay. Wee. And it's always, Ichigo help me. Renji help me. Brother help me. Also, the weird obsession she has with her brother is fucking weird. She like worships the ground that he walks on. He's not even actually her brother. He adopted her because he happened to marry her older sister, who died of a disease and was still more useful than her. But, you know, we'll take the entire Arrancar arc, okay? She had one moment when she came back. She had unlocked her Shikai. She encased that man, the one Arrancar, and it was the lower tier one, in the ice pillar, and he was dead. You know, she had her moment. Glad she did. Wish they had capitalized on it, you know. Orihime gets kidnapped. For someone who claims to be Orihime's best friend, you would think you would have kept a closer eye on it. Also, what they did to Orihime, completely separate reason that I'm pissed off. We'll get there. So, you know, they get to the Buenos Noche. They're trying to fight their way through. She's going up. They split up to try and find Orihime. They get to this she gets to this tough opponent, and she looks like she might have the upper hand, but then she crumbles. for the stupidest reason. Like, I get that he took the form of, you know, someone that meant a lot to you. But this is a life or death battle, and this dude is trying to kill you. This is not the time to be sentimental. You are trying to find a friend to stop her from being killed when you already have a friend, and this dude's using the face of a friend who's already dead. Who died to save her ass, by the way. And she couldn't, you know, she couldn't do it. Byakuya had to come and save her ass. She never finished her training in the academy because Byakuya's like, oh, we'll put you on the quick path to, you know, to all of this, which did her zero favors. Because if she had finished her training, she would have, you know, actually done stuff. Now, I'll admit, she's really good with the, with Kido, but Momo's better. I mean, all the spells and stuff, Momo can do them better. What they did to Momo is another separate issue, other than Orihime. I have my issues with a lot of the side characters in Bleach.
Hey, so here. What's that real?
Nah, we'll save that for another time when we do the Endeavor thing. We'll do an Asui one too.
Hurry up.
We'll just do like an entire video of rants of.
And flip the sign outside to
We'll do Bleach characters in this video. We'll do another one of My Hero characters, and then we can do one of Naruto characters. Looking at you, Sakura.
Don't forget to do that for me now. You better hurry on out.
Poor Denki. Poor dude doesn't get to catch a break. Oh, Cementos just decided no. Excuse me, students. Have you heard the good news? I promise I'm not an idiot. I'm trying to find my way out. Then the next fight, you know, she was in. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna do a fight that Rukia was in. She tried to train Orihime because she was the only one that is like, yeah, Orihime should be able to fight if she wants to. Why did they let the person who is canonically like the worst fighter try and train someone who has a mostly defensive attack? Like, makes no sense to me. Then there was, let me think, what's another fight? It's also just her attitude. Where am I supposed to be going? I think I gotta go this way? Yeah. I'll probably get to figure this out on our own. Like, how the fuck do I get to this fucking train?
This isn't some joke.
There we go. But like,
Who cares about that?
Saf, can you think of another fight that she was in? It's been a minute. Can you think of another fight that Rukia was in? Because there was the one in Waco Mundo.
Platform number 2, service to Asakusa is departing soon. Please watch your step. Train doors are...
Yeah, that was the one in Waco Mundo where the
Oh,
Espada
man.
took,
Did it?
took,
It just started all of a sudden.
the
This
form
is why I hate
of,
the early spring.
her former lieutenant. And she
You
got
take
her
it
ass
over.
beat.
Who are you
And
talking about?
Byakuya had to come and save her.
So, what?
One house blend, please.
During all of season 1,
The
she
effects
kept getting
of
her ass
yesterday's
kicked, and
subway
Ichigo had to
accident
come and save her.
continues
But
on
again,
today,
she also
as
didn't have her
various lines
spiritual
suffer
pressure
delays
then.
and
There's been a lot
So
of
I can give
nasty
her a pass
accidents
for that
lately.
one.
My coworker got caught up in it and is in the But that aside, it's kind of creepy. The people who caused these accidents supposedly went. I heard that some
There's
of them
not-
suffered from nervous breakdowns
There's not really
during
any other
interrogation.
fights that she's really in, and any of the ones that she's in are so minor enough, I don't really remember them. Because they turn into Ichigo, Renji, and Byakuya fights. The Bounce arc. There was one of the Bounce that she fought that Ichigo had to come and save her life. Oh, what? Trying to think which Bounce arc was it, or which Bounce was it? I almost wanna say it was the. I love her hair. I almost want to say it was the one with Dulk. The Dulk doll, the big kind of beefy dude with the metal doll. That's fine. I'm trying to remember myself. That's why I'm just mostly talking out loud.
Good morning. You want me to give you a ride to school?
Why is a high school PE teacher offering a ride to school of his students? That's just...
Do you need a lift too?
It's weird to me. Oh, her pin has the number 2 on it too. Anyway. Oh, second year student, that's why. Haha, I'm smart.
Damn it! Screw that perfect teacher. Perfect teacher? Huh?
Go!
What do you want? You
love
planning on
him.
ratting me out to
Vulgar boy.
Kamoshida?
I forgot that they just straight called him a vulgar boy until we actually learned his name.
In that car just now,
They
it was
did my man
Kamoshida.
dirty. Vulgar boy. Ah!
He is whatever the hell he wants. Who does he think he is, the king of the
But yeah,
castle?
no, I can't really remember too many of Rukia's actual fights because she doesn't really have any. And then the one that she had during the 1,000-year blood war that she had after she unlocked her Bankai, she almost died because her Bankai almost froze her to death because she can't control it. She's useless. And people are like, oh my gosh, she's so much more powerful than Toshiro. Her
don't know Kamoshida?
Zanpakuto is the most
Are you for
powerful
real?
ice
You're
type.
from Shujin, right?
If your Zanpakuto is actively attempting to murder you and freeze you to death, to the point where your brother has to come and break you out of the ice and basically break your Zanpakuto in order to make it stop, it ain't powerful. You're just stupid. Just saying. Renji deserved better.
You messing with me? You're wearing a Shujin uniform. Huh. Never seen you before, though. Oh, you a transfer student? Then no wonder you don't know him. This rain ain't too bad. We better hurry up or we'll be late. My head hurts.
They did it with Toshiro, okay? With Toshiro, before he was able to fully use the full power of his Bankai, those purple flower petals that was behind him, that would slowly break, was the limit of time that he was able to use his Bankai because because he was so young, his body couldn't fully handle all of the power.
There was a terrible subway
They
accident.
did it in the same fucking show.
I assume you know of the uproar that the public calls the psychotic breakdown incidents.
They should have done something similar for Rukia. Because first of all, she's also not that much older than Toshiro. She's only like 20 years older than Toshiro, which for a Soul Reaper isn't a lot. But
you say that like it's none of your business.
My problem
it was
is
all over the news, and one of the victims included a teacher at your high school. I've no doubt you heard about it.
Because it was
On that
trying
day,
to make
were you
Rukia
still
seem
an
like she
ordinary
was this
student?
kind of person that was a child prodigy that was turned into the Soul Reaper and da-da-da. They forgot the practice and the prodigy part. Even prodigies still have to practice. And like I said, with Kendo, with soul pressure control, she's really good. It's just she's good in practice, not in actual doing.
Let me change the question. You transferred to Shujin Academy, correct? An ordinary prep school that could be found in any city. That's what it should have been. What happened around that time? Tell me everything, truthfully.
Right. Toshiro. We're gonna take this for example, okay? Toshiro, when he started, he was a prodigy. You know, he was. I wouldn't say he was at the skill ceiling. He was like the skill mid-tier. Ichigo started at the skill floor. He was at the bottom. He had zero training for any of this. He didn't really know anything about the world. He didn't know, what to do. He had never so much as held a sword before. He trained and he worked and he, blood, sweat, and tears, he got control of his power. He never stopped. He kept improving and improving and improving to the point where he could control his holification form. He could release his Bankai. He could help other people. He could do all the things that a normal Soul Reaper can, even though he's a substitute Soul Reaper.
That's weird.
Toshiro started like mid-tier, he had this crazy strong spiritual pressure. He had this crazy amount of, power at his disposal, but he couldn't use it all at once. So he trained and he trained his body, he trained his mind, he trained his spirit so that he could. They didn't do that with Rukia. With Rukia, they had her.
Right? You saw it too.
Is it the yellow one?
Freaked me out. Who are you? You a student?
Fuck that suit.
Man, your costume's impressive.
But, with Rukia, they attempted to put her on the, the skill ceiling, saying, like, she's so good, she's just amazing.
What's going on?
And she's just not. She just isn't.
Dude, I don't know.
you know, she became a Soul Reaper without finishing the academy. She only went through maybe half the academy, and that's being generous. Yes, she did private training with Byakuya and everything, but Byakuya couldn't stand to look at her because she looks like his dead wife, and he misses his wife, so he didn't give her the proper training because he couldn't bring himself to give her the time of day. He only brought her into his life because it was his wife's wish. She wanted to bring her sister out of the Rukon district, so he was fulfilling her final wish. She didn't actually care about her. And he's trying to fulfill this wish that his wife had by training Rukia, by helping her become better. But Rukia just doesn't seem interested. Like, yes, she wants to be a Soul Reaper, and yes, she wants to help, and yes, she wants to do this, but she's saying it with words, not her actions. She's not really putting in the time. Right? And while, yes, she's training, and yes, she unlocked her Bankai, her fight history is like,
looks like this ain't no dream.
You know, 1 win and like 20 losses. She didn't deserve to become lieutenant. She didn't deserve to become captain. And the only reason that she did was because she's a Kuchiki and Byakuya pulled strings.
Damn it!
He pulled strings. That's the only reason she got to be a seated officer on Squad 13 to begin with. Is because of the Kuchiki name. Because it holds a lot of sway, like it or not. The Ukitake, the Kuchiki, and the Hiraku names have a lot of sway in the Soul Society. Because they're, you know, they're noble families. She rolls up as, like, Rukia from the Rukon district. No one's gonna give her a second look. No one's gonna give a fuck. The moment she took Kuchiki, everyone bowed to her whim, and she let it go to her head. I am a noble Kuchiki. Girl, go fuck yourself. You don't deserve the name. Now, what they did to Orihime pisses me off even more. The girl can turn back time. Alright, her healing ability isn't actually healing you, it's reverting your body to a point in time in which it wasn't damaged. The one dude who had the same power, who had a very similar power as hers and was able to heal her one attack to attempt to, you know, bring her back to, you know, bring him back so that she can actually fight, and was able to do so, brought up a really good point. Like, let her train with him. They have similar powers. They can, you know, they can do this. He can help her. Nope.
Be glad that your
won't let her do
punishment has
it.
been decided
Ichigo
upon.
won't let her do it,
Your
and that's
charge is
such a
unlawful
disservice to
entry.
the anime.
Thus, you will be sentenced to death.
Say what?
And it makes me really not like Orihime as a result, because she's pretty fucking useless.
Wait, is that you, Kamoshida?
I thought it was some petty thief, but to think it'd be you, Sakamoto. Are you trying to disobey me again? It looks like you haven't learned your lesson at all, huh? And you brought a friend this time, because you can't do anything for yourself.
But yeah, they just put her in the anime just to be the damsel.
Is that how you speak to a king? It seems you don't understand the position you're in at all. Not only did you sneak into my castle, you committed the crime of insulting me, the king. The punishment for that is death.
God, fuck this guy. I fucking hate the PE teacher. He was probably the worst of all of them that they took on.
I ain't down for this shit. Come on.
Sakamoto, no.
Just go. Get out of here. He's got.
Oh, running away, are we? What a heartless friend you are.
I'm not running away. I'm trying to stop this knight from hitting him. Where the fuck am I running to, my dude?
Pathetic.
The PE teacher's like, "Oh, running away, some heartless friend." I'm not running. I'm trying to pull this guy from hitting this blonde chick or this blonde dude that I've never met before today.
Lowly scum. Huh. Where'd your energy from earlier go? A peasant like you isn't worth beating. I'll have you killed right now. What? Don't you dare tell me you don't know who I am. That look in your eyes irritates me. Hold him there.
You just hate a man. You just hate the fact that this 16-year-old is more of a man than you.
No, I don't want to die!
This is truly an unjust game. Your chances of winning are almost none. But if my voice is reaching you, there may yet be a possibility open to you.
What's the matter? Are you simply going to watch? Are you forsaking him to save yourself? Death awaits him if you do nothing. Was your previous decision a mistake then? Very well. I have heeded your resolve.
Arson! Okay, but am I wrong? The pirate gets pissed off and the pirate smacks you with his ship.
Killed that much? Fine.
I don't like the controller because it seems bigger in my hands and I have tiny hands. Hello, Joker. You have entered the chat. Joker. My boy! Ooh, my boy. Okay. Get him, Arson! Ooh, get him, Arson! That's just, I love the cinematic of this scene. He also looks unhinged and deranged. My boy is here to kick some ass.
What the? I am the rebel soul that resides within you. If you so desire, I shall consider granting you the power to break through this crisis.
Okay.
Very well. Who the hell are you?
Your worst fucking nightmare.
Start by killing that one! You'll learn the true strength of my men!
Your men is Halloween reject witches. Just saying. You'll learn the strength of my men. Your men are a bunch of holiday reject or Halloween reject witches.
Kill them however you want. Run wild to your heart's content.
Yeah, I mean, look at them.
You're mine.
One shot, 1 kill.
Go down.
What?
The only thing I think of when I think of the Lego Batman movie is Alfred telling him, "Come on, you'll make friends." No. Come on, go outside. No. No, 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 no.
You little...
And him throwing a fucking tantrum in the background.
You like that, you son of a bitch?
I've never seen the Lego movie or the Lego Batman movie, to be fair.
You mean this? Okay, it's locked.
Damn you!
Hey, what was that just now? And your clothes.
Yeah, I look fly as fuck now,
Went back
right?
to normal.
Oh, damn.
You bastards!
God, this is effing nuts. Anyways, let's scram. You lead the way.
Goddamn thieves! After them! Don't let them escape!
Also, we just gonna stand there and attempt to staff it. Well, I guess now that I went on my rant, we got time to go on yours. So, like I said, I'm streaming till I'm bored, so... Yeah, go for it. Sure, might as well.
All right. Yeesh. On the other hand. Whoa! Whoa! Oh. And again. Whoa!
But also, he's got main character syndrome in a show where she's barely a side character. I got beef with her too.
The hell? Huh? Huh? What the hell?
Hey! Hey!
Yeah, what is...
You're not soldiers of this castle, right? Get me out of here! Look, the keys...
We're trying to... I mean, you are...
I'm locked up here, so how can I be your enemy? Help me out! I am not a cat! Say that again and I'll make you regret it!
They're catching up already. Shit. How the hell do we get out?
Hey, you too! Wanna know where the exit